do the best thing to protect her is to take that L respect wise as a man and go to get her home safe. What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Thatbaldbrutha. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, checking us out. Hopefully you stay to the end of the video because it's my mission to earn your subscription. Today we're going to slide over to We Need to Talk and discuss why nice guys are boring. Let's get into it.
How did the media, that means music and movies specifically, shape your initial expectations of Black men?
I don't think that shaped how I view Black men. I feel like the only thing that shaped how I view Black men is experience. I don't think like something I seen in a movie or on social media or heard on the radio or podcast or TV really can make me think of anything towards Black men. It's really just experience, like just how I grew up or relationships or situations or friendships even that I've had. That's the only thing that can shape me. Like real life experiences is the only thing that could shape how I view Black men.
That's good.
And music too. Matter of fact, actually I take that back. Music is probably the only thing that had an effect on that too.
So to follow up with that, how do you view Black men? What were your initial expectations of Black men based on all those things you listed, childhood, music?
I mean, initial expectation, how I said previously, is provide and protect. That's like the top two. Like when I think of Black men, I think of that's the role or responsibility that they should acquire or acquire all around. It's hard to actually believe that men are faithful.
Really?
Let's just talk about that relationship wise. I mean, I do believe it's some dudes that won't cheat, but they probably want to because it's in y'all's nature.
What? I recognize that that we are biologically built to spread our seed, but there's a little thing called self-control. You know, we all have it. Women have the same desires that men have. Women are just better at hiding it. You know, I don't like the idea of you acting like girls don't cheat if they don't have the same, sexual wants and needs that like men do. You know, we get a bad rap because men historically are bad at cheating because we're always getting caught doing it versus percentage wise, women don't get caught as much as guys do. You guys aren't as sloppy as we are. But no, I think that's unfair to say that it's in our nature to cheat. No, it's in our nature to procreate, not cheat. Is a difference.
And y'all don't know how to be naturally monogamous, as you so like to put it. Polygamy is what is already in you. You know, y'all have to run everything. Y'all have to be like so rough and stiff with everything, like, and sometimes y'all have a guard up. That's another thing I learned too. Y'all really have this guard up towards us too, and I understand why. Just as much as we have a guard up towards y'all as well for our reasons, and y'all have y'all's up for y'all's reasons too.
Our guard is up because we're not allowed to be vulnerable. You know, we're taught at a young age that men don't cry, men don't show feelings. We have to be stoic, masculine, macho. We have to display that because part of the protect to provide expectation. I mean, it's more so because I think, in my opinion, I would say that we have our guard up more so because we don't want to get hurt. No one does, of course, but that's what it is because as men, we are very protective of our feelings. I mean, you know, the saying goes, if you get a man to share, you know, you better marry him because men don't share. Yeah, I mean, we're designed that way, you know, and women are more in touch. We're not emotional creatures.
Describe your ideal man. If you could build.
Here we go. Let's get into
Describe your ideal man. What does that mean?
Okay,
dress a certain way.
Tall, dark, handsome.
That's not really spelling anything out.
Nice
Come on.
teeth. You dress nice.
Dress how? Nice, because it's the
very
Nike suit
vague.
nigga, and then it's the suit nigga.
You
so
can be
Yeah, you got to be more specific. You got to break it down. She's really holding herself back because she's afraid of saying something she don't want to say or hurting somebody's feelings. Honey, just be honest. Just be honest. You're already on the couch. Just go.
both. There's
what's
no,
ideal? Explain to
what's
that.
ideal there. I don't feel like it's like a nigga that can go to work in a suit can be the same nigga that get off work and put that Nike suit on and fucking go hoop with his boys. That can be the same dude. There is no, like, I feel like a lot of it can be blended in together. I don't feel like Nike suit and
So women
suit is
women prefer a man who can do both.
exactly.
So you don't
So
necessarily
balance.
want Nike suit, and you don't want suit. You want a nigga who can do
exactly
both.
that can do both. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude that can like handle business outside and handle business wise
Wait, what?
Explain that.
and at home.
Break that down.
Remember what I told you?
This is for the 16-year-old who's watching this. So break that down. He's trying to cultivate the type of man.
Don't nobody want no soft dude, no punk. Everybody want, like I said, protection. I want to feel safe with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to remember that movie, Temptation? And them dudes was harassing them and he ain't do nothing. And she went home feeling so vulnerable and unsafe because he didn't do his job as a man and beat them niggas up. Regardless if he was gonna get jumped, it was 5 of them. However, it was the effort into wanting to protect your girl. That's all that matters. Even if you can't even fight for real, at least go
Please
into
try.
it knowing that you showing her that you gonna like
You're gonna take an L for her, basically. You're gonna take
You
an L
just
for
got
her.
done saying, "Black man, we love you," and now you talk about black man commit suicide.
Basically.
No, see, that is not what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to put it without sounding like I said, I can only speak from experience.
It's not smart for any man to go into a fight with 5 dudes, trying to protect your ass. It's just not smart at all. But you got to be, as a man, you got to be smart about what you're doing. You have to know when to fight and when to walk away, because sometimes you just can't win that battle. And him against 5 dudes is a losing fight. Even if he can fight, he's gonna have a hard time beating 5 dudes by himself because she can't do anything to help him out. So the best thing for him to do, the best thing to protect her, is to take that L respect-wise as a man and go to get her home safe. So he did the right thing, in my opinion.
I want to be with someone who I feel safe with, who is going to protect me. Somebody who can provide, of course. I mean, my daddy did that, so I expect nothing less.
That's good.
Sorry
I respect that.
if that comes out that way, but I mean, every female want to feel like she good and secure.
Explain when you said, "Talk to me a certain kind of way," or talk. You know what I'm saying? Explain what that means.
Respectfully, talk to me like you got some sense. Talk to me like you know that I have sense. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me like you about something, and talk to me like you know I'm about something too. It's certain dudes, the way certain dudes approach you, I can already off the rip, tell like what kind of person you are. Just by how you look and how you talking to me, how you approach me. Like, it's a difference between a nigga that walk up to you and be like, "Hey, little mama. Hey, baby, what's up?" Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the difference between a dude that comes down, sits down next to you and says, "Hello, how you doing? What's your name?" You know what I'm saying? Polite, respectful. It's a big difference. What you looking at me like that for?
Because the A-Lo mamas get more play.
Yep.
They do get more play, but that don't mean they right.
But again,
why would they get
They
more
do
play?
get more play, but
when black boys, are looking at the world, they're looking and saying, "Okay, what's the path of least resistance? What's going to make me the most successful with what I want?"
Right.
Women, pussy, or whatnot.
True.
So they're going to model that behavior.
True.
So
Okay.
you hear women saying, "I want you to say, hey, how you doing?" But when you say, "Hey, how you doing?" they shit on you.
See, You
Yeah.
know how old I am. So who I was when I was the age I was 6 years ago is not who. So I'm looking at things differently. Today, I want a dude to approach me with respect and talk to me like a lady.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the whole like, hey, damn.
So what you're saying is there was a time when that was okay for you and you welcomed that, but now that you're older, more mature, you're looking for someone who's a bit more respectful in their approach. That's fair. Standards can change. We all evolve. I go with that.
I don't like that shit because it's dudes that will like look at you and just you can see it in their eyes that they objectifying you, and I don't like that. It makes me feel disgusted. It makes me feel like, don't look at me like that.
Hmm.
I don't like being looked at like something like a piece of meat.
I
I don't like that. And they still do that today. I want you to look at me like I'm somebody. Because of how I already feel towards the situation of like how men look at women or how men value women and stuff like that. So when you coming at me talking crazy, like I'm gonna act out. Cause I don't like that. And I don't appreciate that. That ain't even how you supposed to
Acting
come
out.
and approach and like reveal to me like that's how you coming.
So interesting question, because again, you're gonna have dudes who are watching this and they will be like, "Geez, that's cap, this and that." So explain it this way:
You know they are. You
for
know
the
they are.
good dudes who are gonna come and say, "Hey, how you doing?" What do you think? What lesson do you think they can learn from the A little mama dudes who are really successful?
Interesting.
Like, what piece of their game can they take and add to being a good dude? Because they're doing something right. Let's be real.
They
The
are
A Lil
doing something
Mama,
right, and
they're
most of the
doing
time
something
they
right.
be funny. The joke, like, I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes the reason they get played is because like the A Little Mama dudes, like they real smooth with how they come on you, and it's not necessarily directly saying "Hey, little mama." It be one of them like player type dudes that be real cool and slick at the mouth and smooth talking and like real chill and stuff. Like
Mhm.
that's attractive. But sometimes the "Hey, how you doing" guy, he's kind of too
Nice.
tight.
Oh, tight.
You
Okay.
feel me? Because I'm not tight, but they're more respectful and that's more like welcoming. The "how you doing," like I'm more likely to turn around and actually have conversation with you rather than like you, hey, like now you gonna act like that, like you feel me? But the little mommy, now you gonna act like that type of dudes are they funny, they're more spontaneous, like it's more of like you probably gonna have more of a good time
Mm.
with them. But then like it's, how do I say, a bottle of wine and then like you got like a bottle of fucking, what's the lit drink everybody drinking? Cosmic. Like, I mean, yeah, all that good shit, Henny, Patron, all that stuff. But then the glass of wine, and I only drink wine when I'm chilling, laying back. I only drink liquor when I'm turned up. So it's just like, what would you prefer in your life? You want like that fast life? You want that nigga that's like, hey, let's go pull up over here and do this and that and go out of town and do all this type of, or you want a dude that's gonna like sit and watch Netflix with you and like read stories and all that type of stuff. And ain't nothing wrong with either one of them, to be real. Like I like turning up, but it gotta be a balance.
Exactly.
Cause the "how you doing" dude can probably be like that on the side.
Yeah.
The turn up type on the side. And sometimes the turn up dude know how to calm it down sometimes. So
I was just getting ready to say that, it's about balance. You got to be able to be able to handle both. And multitask is what it comes down to because you're managing both sides of the situation. You know, you can be a Netflix and chill dude on one day, but next day you could be spontaneous. I think the problem is that the stigma is that the good dude stereotypically is X, and everybody assumes that a good dude can't do more than be a good dude. So they get shut upon when it should be that, you know, well, why can't you give a guy a chance to have balance? You know, I'm an advocate because I'm a good dude, but I also know how to balance the equation and have a little bit of turn up as well. You got to know how to moderate that shit. That's all it is.
So the second part of that question is, for that ideal dude that you described, right? That ideal man that every woman wants. Describe his ideal woman.
Ah, can you do
I
that?
already know. I already know what it is.
What?
Let's just put it like this. Let's just say this. I'm gonna go based off
Now you gotta take
what
this.
men and women prioritize the most.
What?
So a dude's ideal woman, number one, she probably more than likely is gonna be good looking.
Yes. So we're visual.
2, she gotta listen or submit or whatever. She gotta be loyal.
But you're saying those words like they're bad words. Listen, be submissive, loyalty. Those are all great characteristics. You should want to be like that. That's just but you're saying it like they're throwaway words. Like, oh, that's what they want. Like it's a bad thing. I disagree.
Probably be good with kids nurturing, because you got to think about who you want to raise your kids,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
Y'all care about that, right?
Yeah.
If you want to have kids with her. I don't know if y'all really care about money like that.
Not
A
really.
lot of dudes with money don't care about how much a woman got.
Well, it's not even about dudes with money either. Guys don't put value on what you do and how much you make. You know, not saying we don't want you to be able to work, or we don't appreciate the fact that you can work and that you're earning income, but we don't put that on our top 5 list of things we're and take into consideration when it comes to deciding whether or not we want to be with you. Some dudes do, but not all. The vast majority don't look at money. They look at all the other traits you named to make a decision.
So it's more about like, do you listen? Are you understanding? Or do you have a good heart?
Yeah.
Like, you gon' do what I say type
Ah,
deal.
no. See, no. Do what I say. That's going back to submission. That's the wrong interpretation. It's not about controlling you. It's not about telling you what to do. It's about being helpful to one another, being able to relinquish when it's time to relinquish. If you are strong in a particular area, let's just say you're great at accounting and I'm not great in accounting, then you would be the one taking care of the bank books, right? That just makes the best sense. If I'm good at something else that you're not good at, then it makes sense for me to be the one working on that. In a good relationship, a solid relationship, you're playing to each other's strengths. Whatever you're strong about, you take over and do. Whatever I'm strong about, I take over and do. And then somewhere in between, there's areas where we both are strong at the same time, and then you default to the man because the man's a protector and a provider. But it's not about being submissive in the sense of, oh, you just bend to my will and whatever I want. That's not how it works. A good relationship is work where we both working to help each other, cater to each other. That's what I envision as a good relationship. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts about the conversation. Where do you stand when it comes to nice guys being boring versus need more balance? Until next time, peace.